Yeah, hi. Today we are going to see nested try blocks. Java nested try block means see what is the nested try block. So we have a try block. So I am going to write here like what we can say nested try block. What is the nested try block? And something I am going to share you. This is called the try block. Uh, within the try block, we have a try block, and we are going to write one more try block within the try block. So this is called the nested try block. So we open the one try block here. Inside the try block, I am going to write the one more try block. So it's closing the this try block, and this I am going to close this outer try block. We can call this inner try block. We can call this outer try block. So this is called the nested try block. We are opening the inside within the. We can call the within the try block. We are going to open the one more try block. This is called the nested try block. When we can use this kind of scenario, sometime a situation may rise where a part of the block. So sometimes, see, we can say that sometimes some situation it's showing an error. The some part of the error is shown. So we need to write that kind of the part inside the try block. So nested try block we should write the some part, and outer try block we are going to see. We are getting the see the whole like we are getting the some 20 lines of code exception. In then we are getting the 5 lines of code exception mostly. So we need to write the 5 lines of code inside the try block, and we write the remaining the 20 lines of code in outer try block. This is what we can use the try block like nested try block. So I think the nested try block we rarely used it. Most of the time we use the outer try blocks only. We are using the outer try blocks. We will handle our exception, and we will write the some methods to understand the user, what is entering the user, what we need to show the user. So some scenario we are going to use the nested try block. So I'm going to write the one statement what is called. So we can say that we have a here I'm going to write statement one. I'm going to write the statement two. Again I'm going to write here like I'm going to write the statement one. This is what the nested try block. So I think you are aware of it. These two statements comes to this try block, and these two statements inside the this comes to this try block. So I wrote the these two related to in the nested try block. So this is what we are going to use the nested try block, and we are using this inside the try block. It's called the nested try block. Writing one catch statement. So I'm going to write one exception like exception E. I'm going to write once it's completed. I'm going to open the process. Here I'm going to write the outer catch block. I'm going to write outer catch block. This is called the outer catch block. So this is what we are going to see. I'm going to write the one example. You can easily understand which scenario we can use these two. So this is called the nested try block. Okay. Now I'm going to write the example called where is our program here only. So, mm, so I'm going to use the same program. Again, I'm going to write the one catch block. So just I'm removing all the statement. So I'm writing the one try block. Inside I'm going to write the one more try block. See, I wrote the two try block. Just heavily understand what I wrote the here. So what I'm going to write here, just I'm going to write the one SOP statement first. So to understandable, we are going to write the SOP statement here. I am printing the SOP statement like that. We can say nested try block. We can write here. So Once it statement is executed, I am going to open int values equals to what I'm going to write. We are going to throw an exception. So 39 by 0, I'm going to write an exception. In the catch block, I'm going to write the exception also. Whenever we are getting an exception in try block, we should handle. So that's what I'm going to write. Arithmetic. Arithmetic exception. So METS is I did a small mistake. Arithmetic exception slash E. In that I am going to print. So SOP statement I am going to print the E. So this is what our inner like in nested try block. Once the try block is completed, what I am going to write here, just look at the program, you will easily understand. Once our catch block is executed, again I am going to write the one more try block. So just have a look from here. After the catch block, I am going to write one more try block. See, just easily understandable where we are writing, what we are writing. Just look at it. And here I am going to write one. Here I am going to write the one statement called. See, in in this scenario, we are printing the arithmetic exception. Here we are going to write the array index out of bound exception. I am going to print the array index out of bound exception here. Just what if you want to print the array index out of bound exception, what you need to do? Just you need to open into class. Same example I'm writing. Previously I was wrote the same example. So here I'm printing the 5. Here I'm printing the 5. What I'm doing here, a comma 5 is equals to 4. Some values I'm going to store the in array in array number array index 5. So what is happening here? I'm going to print. So array index out of just see the word where we are using the capital letters, where we are using the small letters. Just be careful. You see that this program, you will easily understand which scenario we need to use the capital letters and small letters. So actually Java is the case sensitive. You should take care of your capital letters and small letters. So if you are writing the whole capital letters, it will not work. If you are writing the whole small letters, it will not work. So just check it and write your program. Array index of out of bounds exception. PTON. See array index out of bound exception. What I'm going to write here. Sorry, I'm going to write array index out of bound exception. Yeah. And I am going to write here some SOP statement. What I'm printing here, just print here. Print the I was printing the same values. Once it was printed, I'm writing the what I'm going to write here, some other statement. Right now we don't have other statement, just we are printing the other statements. We are printing this small other statement. Come to the here. After the printing the other statement, we have one more catch block. I think you are seeing the catch block. Just write here exception. Exception. See, I wrote the three E variables. This is called the reference variable. So, okay, this is like available within the try block only. If you are using the outside the catch block, sorry, it's a catch block. Outside the catch block,
you are unable to use, you cannot use the e value, so it is available within the cache block only. So what I'm going to write here, just I'm going to print the statement called all exceptions are handled. All exceptions are and all exceptions are handled. So once this completed, we are writing the below statement normal flow of execution. This is what we are going to see, and we write the three try blocks. See, have you seen the? This is one try block. This is one try block. This is called the nested try block. Within the try block, we are going to write the one more try block called this is the called the nested try block. So this is comes under the up to this is the nested try block. Again we are open the one more try block here. This is also comes under the nested try block only. We wrote the two nested try blocks. What is happening here, just go and run our program. Exception test 2. I am going to run same program compiling. So just check it, we did not find any compilation error. So have you observed? See, oh, something the color should be is coming black. See, this is what we compile our program. Normally it executed. Sorry, normally it's compiled. We did not find any compilation problem. So now I'm using now what I need to do, like execute the program. Let's see what is happened. Uh, mark. So you will find the all nested right block. This is what I'm going to see. See, just look at the program. Whatever you wrote here, we write the sum. We got a two exception. First one is the arithmetic exception, and second one is the array index out of band exception. But we two exception handled. That's the reason we executed the all lines, whatever the lines of code we wrote here. See, like I am going to like first the statement is executed. So once it comes to this statement, it catches this exception, and after that it comes to try block. If you are not catching this try catch block, so it will not execute from 11th statement 11th line to whole line, it will not execute it. So because this is the magic of the try catch block, so by using the try catch block we can easily handle the exception. Now we are able to see if you're we did not find any catch block, so what will happen, just see the imagine whatever the code we write the approximately how many lines we wrote the 32 lines of the code, but we stuck at line number 10. The rest of the 20 lines of the code we are unable to execute because without writing the try catch block. This is the magic of the with try catch block. So that's what if we get any exception try catch block, we can easily handle by using the try catch block. So we got the two exception. First one is the arithmetic exception. Second one is the array index out of bound exception. But we handle the two exception. So easily we are executing the all 32 lines of the code. So we printed the other statements, uh, all except see we did not cover this part. Why we did not get this message? We got this one. Have you seen? All exceptions are handled. Anywhere you find it. So we did not find the all exceptions are handled. Why we did not find this? Why we did not find the all? So we find some of this, but we did not find the rest of this. Why we did not find this? Because of we did not like it outer catch block, outer try block. We did not write anything. just we simply we wrote. So because of the try block, we did not get any exception. That's the reason this catch block will not execute. So we accept this all exception handed. We got all output. This is what I'm going to write. So this is the nested try block. I think you already aware of the what is the nested try block. So next class I'm going to write the finally black. So thanks for watching.